Welcome you all to AI Ki Pathshala. I am your host Anup, and today we are going to start our Python series of programming. So today will be the first session in the Python series of programming, and today we are going to learn a very basic things. That is, we are going to learn how we do the setup in our laptop or desktop, how we install the Python, how we run the code, all these things, very basic setup. Because today is the first day of the programming, so I don't want to make the things complex for you. That's why I am going to explain you very simple things. Some of the things, maybe this session, some of the people who are watching the recorded session may find this session not very useful because you are at some advanced level. So don't worry, I will make I have a session for you people also, but I will take that session after covering few concepts in Python, and after doing some coding exercises we will cover that. So today what we are going to do, so let's start. I'm going to share you my screen, and thereafter I will guide you step by step what to do. I expect that you people do the same thing along with me on your laptop or desktop. If you guys face any issue, you can always raise questions.
Hello,
Yes,
how are
welcome.
you?
Fine. Mute yourself and mute your audio and video, and
Yeah,
be attentive in class. Fine.
yes, sir.
Mute yourself.
Just a minute.
Hope my screen is visible to all of you. May I get a quick yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Fine. So let me first open my first thing that I would like to tell you. See, I am on a Mac machine. Most of you may be on the Windows machine. Some of you may be on Ubuntu or Linux. So there is a little difference in the setup process of all those things. So the setup, there is not a much difference, but little bit difference. So I will guide you through that. Don't worry. So I am on a Mac machine. So what I am going to do, see the command prompt that you see inside your Windows machine, we call that command prompt terminal inside a Mac or Linux. So let's see, I'm going to open my terminal. When I say terminal, for the window guys, those of you who are on a window, for you it is a command line. So are you able to see this? This is my terminal. This is my terminal. For you, this is your command line. When I am opening my terminal, you see here, this is the name of my machine and all those things. This is how it is. And before this, Anup Jha @Anoop's dash MacBook Air, you are not seeing anything. It is starting with this. Why I am explaining you this? This will help you to understand when I am going to install some Anaconda or Miniconda, then you will understand the importance of why I am explaining you. See. So let's remember this. I will explain you later why, what was the purpose of showing you this thing. So let's fine. So let's see. Now I'm going to open my, you can open your Chrome or Safari, whatever you can open yourself. And let's see. Type In the Chrome, type here Anaconda distribution and press enter key. When you do it, you will get this kind of a screen. First, free download Anaconda. You have to click on that. When you click, you will get this kind of GUI, this kind of screen you will get. And when you scroll, here is an option called download. And this is a window logo, this is an Apple logo, and this is an Ubuntu logo. So those of you who are on the Mac machine, if you press here, you will get two things: download Mac Intel, download for Mac M1 M2. Since I am on Mac M1 M2, so I will download this. Those of you who are on the Mac Intel, they will download this. And those of you who are on Windows, so they can click here, or Ubuntu, they can click here and they can download it from here. This is a simple download. So what you have to do, this is simply you will click here and you will download it. I am downloading it and it is getting downloaded. Let me save it on my screen, on my desktop. So it is saying so it has been downloaded. Fine. Now you people, I suppose you people have also downloaded this. So it is getting downloaded. So we have to wait for some time so that see this, it is still downloading. So let's wait. And in the meanwhile, let me explain you something else. See here, it is still downloading. It will take some time to download. So you can either download this Anaconda distribution, or you can also download Miniconda. You can download any one of the two. What is Miniconda? Miniconda is a light version of Anaconda. Whatever features you will get inside this Anaconda, all the basic features is also present in Miniconda. Only Anaconda contains, it's a like superset, and Miniconda is a set. But whatever the basic requirements that you need to work right now, these all things are present inside a Miniconda. And Miniconda installation will occupy less space. It's take less memory. It is a lightweight, so it is good for the developer to use this. Otherwise, like I prefer to use Anaconda because it comes with a lot of packages and other installations. So I don't need to separately install whenever I need it. So I'm installing Anaconda. You may install Miniconda. So if you come here, Miniconda, if you see, there is an option called install download Conda. So if you click this Miniconda, here, if you download this, if you click on this, you see there is an option download Miniconda free. Fine. If you just click on this, see, here is an option to download this Miniconda 3 Windows 64-bit, Miniconda 3 Windows 32-bit. Those of you who are on a Mac OS, they can see your configuration of your Mac OS, and according to your configuration, you can download it. Those of you who are on Linux, they can see your configuration, and according to your system configuration, you can download it from here. You can download any one of the two. It is not necessary to download both of both Anaconda and Miniconda, you can download any one of the three, and even you can download both. It's up to you. Fine. So let's download any one of the two, because I'm not downloading, because I'm downloading Anaconda. That's why I'm not downloading Miniconda, but you can download it from here. Fine. See, all the new window machine is coming in 64-bit. So those of you who are using the very old system, which is having 32-bit, you can download it, this version. I suppose if you click on this, even you can download it through the command line, but presently I will not suggest you, because you are very new and you will find difficulty. Let's see system requirements. These are all the requirements of the system. So my download has completed. My Anaconda download has completed. So now what I have to do? I have to do very simple. See here. Here is my Anaconda. Are you able to see my screen? May I get a quick yes or no?
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
So what you have to do? You have to simply click on here. Click here. I am clicking here. Yes. What this is asking me, this package will run a program to determine if this software can be installed. So I have to just say allow. Thereafter, simple click is there. You have to do continue, continue, again continue. You have to agree with the agreement, agree, then install for me only. See, people who are doing the same thing on a window machine or on a Linux, on a Ubuntu, may get a slightly different kind of interface while you will install, and you see some slightly different, but almost the same thing will be almost same. I will explain you what is the different thing that you will get. Window people, uh, you have to do it first. See on the Mac, then I will explain you for the window. So continue, then this will take 4.26 GB of space on your computer. It is telling me. So I am asking you to install, and okay. Would you like to access? Okay. And now it is installing. So let it get installed first. So it is installing, still it is running. Let it run, and when it gets finished, we will move ahead. We have to wait for maybe some time, maybe a minute of time to finish this process. In the meantime, I'm explaining something for you people who are on a window machine. See, when you, this is a screenshot because I can't run window because my machine is a Mac. So I have taken a screenshot to make you understand. When you install Anaconda or Miniconda on your window machine, so I suppose this is getting initialized. Let first loading user. Fine. So finally, my Anaconda navigator get installed on my machine, and this is the interface that I'm getting. Now, first, let me explain you for the user. Continue. I have to do continue, then close. That's it. Fine. Now come for the window user. When you install the Anaconda navigator or Miniconda, and when you click, you will, at one point of time, you will get this kind of interface. So you have to click this. You have to, initially it is not ticked. You have to tick it. And you have, if you want, you can tick this also. This is for Python 3.9, but here we are installing the latest version of the Python. So you have to do this thing, first thing. Second thing, what you have to do, at the end, you will get this kind of interface when your this thing will complete, installation will complete. Then you have to, they will ask you to Anaconda distribution tutorial. If you need the tutorial, you have to click this. And if you need this getting started with the Anaconda, you have to click this. Since I do not need this, that's why I have unclicked this. If you want, you can click here, tick here, and complete your process. Now, one very important thing that I would like to explain you. When you are doing the Anaconda navigator installation or Miniconda navigator installation, so we do not have to install the Python separately, because the Python comes by default by default along with the Anaconda or Miniconda setup. Python is inbuilt inside it. So we do not need to install the Python separately. Or if some of you are already using the Python on your system and are not using the Anaconda or Miniconda, first what you have to do, you have to uninstall the Python from your system. Thereafter, you should try to install this. Otherwise, it may create a conflict sometimes. Sometimes it may create a conflict. That's why it is always recommended that first you uninstall it, then install the Anaconda navigator. When I'm installing this Anaconda navigator, so by default, my latest version of Python is getting installed by default. I don't need to install it separately. Is it fine for you? Fine. Now let's understand first one thing. See, this is a GUI, graphic user interface of Anaconda navigator. So here is a lot of things you will find. Jupyter notebook, we are going to use this. Other thing is there, PyCharm is there, Anaconda notebook is there, and other sort of things is there. So we will discuss this later. Here there is the option of environment. So what this environment means? See, this Conda will give you one very important thing, that when we program or when we work on certain projects, so what happens is that for different projects, the software requirement of different software dependencies or requirements of different projects is very different. So in that case, what since this is different, and the latest version of Python is installed in my system, And let's say my present version of Python is 3.11. And I am working on some project which require the 3.8 version of Python. So what I will do, I will create a separate environment in which I will install 3.8 version of Python, and I will build my project. I will do my project which required 3.8 version Python in that environment. So it gives you an option to create as many environment as you require according to your projects. By default, we are in a base environment. Now, let's see one more important thing. I'm opening my terminal here. I have opened it when, see, I have shown you when before installing this Anaconda navigator, I have shown you initially what there was no base here. But after installing this Anaconda, what I will get, this base is added here. What this means? Now we are in the base environment of Conda. Earlier, since Conda was not installed, Anaconda or Mini Conda was not installed, the no such environment is defined. But since we have installed it, say this base environment is, we are in a base environment. Is this clear to you or not? May I get a quick yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Akash, Mr. Others?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Bijender?
Yes.
Fine, sir. So let's see. Now let's see, check which version of Python. I want to check which version of Python is installed in my system. So for that, what I have to do, let me first zoom a little bit so that it is visible to you. First, let's not check, let's just type Python here, Python. And if you run this, you will see I am getting Python 3.11.4. This version came on 5th July 2023. At this point of time, this version was released and this latest version is installed in my system. This is one way. Let me exit it. Now, there's one more way to understand Python. If you type -- version, you will simply get this 3.11.4. This is the latest stable version of Python. So I have this version of Python installed in my system right now. And this is my base environment. I can create other environment also. I will not go into that because this is something which I would not like to discuss in my first class. This I will discuss later when I will be taking a class on Git and GitHub. At that point of time, I will explain you how to create a different kind of environments for different kind of projects, how you can push your code on GitHub, how you can clone your code from GitHub, how you can pull your code from GitHub. All those things will be a discussion of later discussion. Let's say if you want to come to, if you want to exit from this environment, so what you have to do, you have to simply type conda deactivate. And if you run this, see, I have came out of this environment. And if you want to go in this environment, what you have to do? You have to simply say conda activate base. If I am typing conda activate base, I am going to the base environment. If I am typing conda deactivate, I am exiting from the base environment. Is this thing clear to you? Are you clear till here?
Yes.
Fine.
Sir, rest is okay. Where this black box come from? On
Which,
which you are writing?
okay. May I know who is asking this question? Name, please.
Hello?
Okay. Uh, okay. This black box. Are
Yes, sir.
you Birender?
Akash.
Akash. Which black box? This black box. See, I have explained you uh, sometime before. Let me explain you once again. Okay. Let me first close it. Now, I suppose you are seeing my desktop only.
Yes, sir.
Fine. See, one thing is called terminal. Terminal is used when you are on Mac machine or MacBook or Mac OS, Mac operating system.
Yes.
Or if you are on a Linux operating system, if you are working on a Linux operating system, there also this is called terminal. Same thing when you are working on a window, it is called command line. Is this
What?
clear to you? Command line.
Yes.
Command line, yes.
Yes. If you can, Akash, if you can simply search command line on your window machine, see what you will get. You will also get this kind of, see, terminal. I'm typing terminal here and I want to open it. So I'm getting this. If you type command line, if you search for the command line in your window machine, you will also get this kind of screen, this kind of black box that you are talking about. This black box is called command line in
Got it.
window, and this black box is called command terminal in MacBook or Linux based system. Mac is also a based on Linux. So Linux based system, in Linux based system, we call it a terminal. In window, we call it a command line. So let's just try it out and let me confirm, are you getting this or not? Or simply type CMD, search in your search screen, you simply type CMD or command line, and let's see if you are getting the same thing or not. Just confirm me.
It's like this.
If you want to share your screen, I would like to, I will stop sharing so that you may share.
Just give me one.
Let me stop sharing. You can share your screen and let me show me. Are you getting the same thing or not? You can
Yeah,
share.
I am getting the same thing on Windows. Same is command prompt.
Yes, command prompt. Correct.
I got
This is called command line or command prompt, whatever you get. Same thing. So is it fine for you?
Yes, sir.
So you can try this thing. Have you installed Anaconda on your system?
Yes, sir.
Have you, so just type Python dash version and let's see what version you are getting on your
Just
command line. Type Python space dash version like this. Let me show you. I'm sharing you my screen and I'm showing you so that you can type this Python dash version and run it. How you will run it? You have to press enter key and see what you are getting and confirm me. Are you getting what you are getting?
shows that uh, it is not recognized as an internal or external command operable program or batch file.
When you are typing Python
Okay.
space, you have to type Python, then you have to give one space, then you have to type dash version.
I don't have all these written on my back, like base and something like this.
So let's do one thing. Let's do one thing, Akash. Let me finish this session, okay? And
Sure.
stay after this session and share me your screen. I will guide you how you will, what are the issue you are facing. I will resolve that issue. Is it okay for you?
Okay.
Fine. So we are moving ahead and stay after this session ends. I will take control of your system. Say, you can share me your screen. I will guide you. And all those things will get resolved. Fine. So let's come. So we understood this thing. So how about this base and all those things? Now let me open my, okay. So let me open this Anaconda navigator. Anaconda. See, when you open this Anaconda navigator, what you have to do, you have to come here. Are you seeing Jupyter notebook written here?
Yes, yes, Jupyter Notebook.
Fine. So what you have to do, you have to click on launch.
Okay.
When you click on launch, you will see automatically a browser will open. When you click on the launch button, automatically a browser will open and you will get this kind of thing. You will get this kind of screen. Fine. Are you able to see this?
Yes,
So
sir.
what Anaconda is doing, when you are opening this Jupyter notebook, it is opening in your local browser. I'm using, I have set it, my default browser is Safari, so it is opening in Safari. Whatever default browser you have in your system, it will open in that browser. So
Oh,
the user interface that you are getting is from your local browser. If you see here, you will get localhost, this semicolon, this colon, not semicolon, colon, 8888/3. So this is opening in your local browser and it is communicating internally with the Python in your system. The Python that is already installed in your system. So whatever you have, now we will be using this for programming. So how to do a program, how to start doing programming here. So are you able to see this screen, guys? So
Yes.
you have to come here.
Yes, sir.
You have to come here at the right topmost right side. You have to come here and you have to click on new. When you click on new, you will get these options: Python 3, text file, folder, terminal. So what you have to do, you have to click on Python 3 IPY kernel. Just I'm clicking here and see, after clicking, I'm getting this kind of interface. Are you guys getting this?
yes.
Fine. So now, see here, it is written untitled 32. If I simply click here, this kind of pop-up will appear and it is asking me to enter a new notebook name. I have to enter the name of the notebook. Let's enter session, Python session 1. Python course session underscore 001. Let's rename it. When you do it, see, name get changed to Python underscore session underscore 001. So what you have to do now, this thing is called cell. This what you are saying is called cell, in which I am writing something. Let's say I am writing my name is Anu. So this box that you are seeing here, this box is called cell here, and this is called Jupyter Notebook. Now this plus sign, when you click on it one time, one more cell will get added. As you keep on clicking, the more number of cell will keep on adding here. If you want to cut some cell, you have to do this. Cut. See. And these are some of the options. This is from where you will run your code. This is something we will keep on understanding all those things later when we start coding. So we will keep on doing these things. Let me just write one simple program. I am writing one program to print something. Let me print welcome you all to AI part Sala. I am writing this simple code here. This is what I want to print this thing. So for this, we need this print function. Inside this print function, I will be like discussing all these things from the second session, just to give you an idea. I'm explaining you this thing. And if I run this, see, I am getting welcome you all to AI. This is called output. This is an input that I am giving, and this is an output that I am getting. So what is the input? Input is I am telling to print this thing. So it is printing this thing. This is an output. See, for a beginner, I feel it is easy to use the Jupyter Notebook and understand these things. As we move ahead and get a little bit understanding of these things, then we will slowly and progressively move to VS Code or PyCharm, and then we will work on VS Code and PyCharm. And one more important thing is that inside of VS Code, there is a Jupyter Notebook extension is there. So you can use this Jupyter Notebook inside the VS Code. But since we have started today, and I don't want to make things very complex for you, I have started with this. But slowly we will move to VS Code. Because ultimately, if you want to write a full-fledged code, production level code or some good level coding, you require a full-fledged ID, and full-fledged IDs are VS Code and PyCharm. Other IDs are also there, but I prefer to use any one of these two. Fine. So let's move to something else. Let's understand something else. These are the things. From here you can run this. Here you can insert a cell below. From here you can insert a cell above. Let's say this is my cell. If I want to insert a cell above, I will insert cell above. If here is these are the things here. If I want to download this file, you can download it from here. Download this as an IP YNB file. So you can notebook IP YNB file. You can download it from here. So these are simple things. Here is a option to get save as. Here is option to save and checkpoint. If you do this, whatever work you have done till it got saved. Fine. I suppose you do not face any issue till here. Now we will understand one more thing. let's say if some of you are not able to install this PyCharm, this Jupyter notebook on your system, or Python, Anaconda Navigator, or Python Navigator, or some of you may be having some old system you are working and these things are not compatible on your system, or whatever be the reason. So, or for some people, they are using their office laptop and the office laptop doesn't allow them to install some external things, external software or external things. This may also be an issue for some of you. So in that case, we have some another option. What is that option? You have to type Google. You have to go on Google. You have to type GWOGLE, Google space collaboratory.
Yes.
And if you press enter, the first thing that you are getting here is welcome to Colaboratory or Google Colab. So let's click here. Cancel. So here, this is the user interface that you will get. I am just getting started. These are the things that you will get. So what if I will type code? I have to add a new notebook. So how I will add a new notebook? See, first understand what this is. See, there is no difference between Google Colaboratory and your Jupyter notebook. It is this Google Colab is an online version of Jupyter notebook. If you are not able to install this in your local system, you can use it online. But only thing is that for this, you need an internet connection. Without internet connection, you can't be able to use this. So let me open my sheet here. I'm opening Open Colab, new notebook. I'm opening a new notebook here. Open new notebook. Let's wait to load it. See, when you open this, you will get like this. You have to click here because it is connecting. Now it is allocating some, now it is allocating, it is connecting, like you can see here, option. Now it is initializing, now it is connected, and now it is showing RAM disk, this thing. First thing I want you to do is that click on this. And if you click on this, view resources, you have to go and click on view resources. So it is showing Python 3 Google Compute Engine backend. At the backend of this engine is working. This is basically an online version of the Jupyter notebook, and this Google is providing you certain resources to use this. It is allocating certain resources, and this is the system configuration. This is the disk configuration that you are getting here. Fine. Now let's see this. Let's close this. So you understand this, what this is all about. Now let's come to understand something else. If you click again, see, you do this second option, change runtime type. If you click this, here there is an option, runtime type, Python 3 is there. So you have to select this Python 3. If it is not by default selected, then you have to select this Python 3. And if let's say if something else is selected, like T4 GPU or some TPU like of things. So since you do not require these are some advanced computing resources, and at this point of time you do not require this computing resources, you require simple hardware accelerator as CPU. That's why you have to select this hardware accelerator as CPU, because at this point of time we do not require much advanced resources. That's why I am selecting only CPU and just save it. If it is already selected, then it's fine. Now we are ready to, this is called cell, as we have already discussed. If you just simply add plus plus plus, this cell will get added. Let's type the same thing here, print. Let's say my name is Akash. And if you run this, here there is an option of running here. If you just click on this button that you are seeing, this will get run and it is printed, my name is Akash. So here other things is there, you can control it from here. Text, all these are the things. Here is the option to delete. Here is an option to open editor setting. These are the things that we will discuss slowly and progressively when we move ahead. I have explained you this thing only because if you are not able to do it on your local system, you can do it online on Google Colaboratory. There are some other platforms also, but I prefer this. This is free of cost. You don't have to pay anything for it. So you can use this. Hope this is clear to you. Mr. Akash, Mr. Others?
Yes.
Fine. Mr. Sankar?
Yes.
Fine. So let's understand. I am closing this because I don't require this at this point of time. So now I am going to explain you one very important thing. But today I will just want to give you not even an overview. I just want you to just create your account. Rest we will discuss it later, because we will be having a separate session on Git and GitHub. So what I want, just type github.com and just run it. Since I am having an account here, so I am getting this kind of interface, but I'm logging out from here. Let me log it from here and I will create a different account by different name so that you will get. So I'm doing, or you want to sign out, sign out. So see, when you come on the GitHub, you will get this kind of screen. Just try, all of you just try it. Are you getting this screen or not? Just you have to type github.com. Try it. I am waiting for you. Just confirm me that yes, you have reached at this place. You are getting the same screen what I am getting. Mr. Sankar?
Yes.
Are you getting this screen?
Yes.
Yes, screen I'm getting.
Fine. Now, I suppose all of you are having account on some or other social sites, maybe on Instagram, maybe on Facebook, maybe on Twitter, or maybe some other sites. So what you have, when you are creating it for the first time, you have to do sign up. Same thing. And believe me, it is even easier to create account on GitHub than it is to create an account on Facebook or Instagram. So it is that much simple. So you have to do here, you have to click on rightmost, topmost right, sign up, and you have to do sign up here. So when I'm doing this, I'm getting this kind of thing. Welcome to GitHub. Let's begin the adventure. So what you have to do? You have to do, you have to enter your email ID here. So I'm entering my email ID, AI key part Sala. I have recently created this email ID. So I am doing continue. Okay. @gmail.com. So when I will do, I will type continue, it is asking me to create a password. So I have to create some password. Let me create a password. I have created one password. You have to also do the same thing and you have to click on continue. Then it is asking me to enter a username. So what username? Let me type one username. What it is? See, username may only contain alphanumeric character or single hyphen and cannot begin or end with a hyphen. So let me replace this with single hyphen. AI underscore Patsala. So
Okay.
this is present. So I am continuing. Would you like to receive product updates and announcement via email? I do not like it, so I'm typing N. If some of you like it, you can type Y here, and I'm continuing from here. Now let's see what I am getting. Welcome. Are you guys able to see my screen or not? Is this screen visible or not?
Yes.
Fine. Enter your email. I have entered my email. It is my password. Enter username. I have entered would you like to receive all this? Verify your account. Verify. Protecting. Please solve this puzzle so we know you are a real person. So verify. So what it is? Use the arrow to rotate the animal to face in the direction of the hand. Okay. So now I think I have to submit this. Submit it. Done. Now I have to click on create account. See. Save. So it is telling me you are almost done. We have sent a launch code to this. Enter a code. Now what I have to do? I have to go to my email address, email ID, and I have to copy the code from there and enter it here. So let me go to my email. So this is my, let me go to my this email. Let me go to my this email. See, if you see this, I am getting one email from GitHub, your GitHub launch code, and I have this code here. I can also open GitHub from here, but let me open it from. So what I need to do, I have to paste it here. And when I am pasting it, so it is telling me welcome to GitHub. We are glad you are here. and it is asking for some more information. This will help us guide you to the tools that are best suited for your project. How many team members will be working with you? Just me. Right now, I am not working with any team members. Are you a student or a teacher? Let me tell I am a teacher, and then I'm continuing. If you are a student, you can click on this. If you are working on some project with some team members, you can put that here, or you can also do this. So now continue. What specific features are you interested in? So let me put something like collaborative coding, then automation and CI/CD, and if you want to click on any one of you can click. I'm clicking only on two, and I'm okay. Now it is telling real world tools engage students. Continue for free, apply for your GitHub teacher benefits. I'm not applying for this. I get additional teacher benefit. So I'm not taking the additional teacher benefits. I'm doing it continue for free. So when I will do this, let's see what is happening. This is the interface when you will create your account on GitHub. This is the interface that you will get. See, there is a Mr. Pratyush, please mute yourself. So you will get this kind of interface when you will be after creating an account, when you will be here for the first time. So now let me tell you what this GitHub is. GitHub is basically a called version control system, VCS, version control system. What is version control system? Let's not get deep into it. I will have a separate session of maybe 2-3 hours on that. So we will discuss those things in details. Why I have explained you? See, here is an option to create a repository. When you click here, owner name is AI-Pathshala. You have to type the name of a repository. I am typing demo repo. That means demo repository. My name is this. If you want to add some description to your repository, what is this repository and all those things, I will explain you all those things. Don't worry, guys. So just do this. Otherwise, this is a description. If you want to add some description to it, you can add. Otherwise, you can leave it. Let me add one description. This is my first repository on GitHub. If you want to keep your repository public, you have to click here. If you want to keep your repository private, you have to click here. I want to keep it public. I want to initialize, add a README file. I have to click this. What is this README file? See, why you are building this repository? Because you have to put your code, whatever code we are doing, you have to put your code on your repository. So this README file is what? It is a complete description of your work. Whatever, let's say you are building one software, you have built one software and you have created this repository, and inside this repository, your complete code block is inside it. What this README file is this? This README file is, if you add this, means you are adding a complete description to your work in the text form. You are describing your entire work. Add a git ignore, you can add either none or you can add something. It's up to you. For license, you can, generally I use MIT license, so you can do this, all these things. For git ignore, let none here. Python, let's put Python here. Template Python. Let's put Python here because we are learning Python. Now, if you click on create repository, see, one repository by this name demo repo is created. Here. Now, why I am explaining you this thing right now? See, whenever I will be teaching you in the coming sessions, whenever I will be teaching you some topic related to Python, I will be explaining you the complete code. So what I will do, I will put that code on GitHub and I will share that link in the description section of the video. From there, you can download the code. So let's say I have built one repository here and I want to, let's say I've taken one class yesterday and I want to add that into this repository. So what I will do, I will just come here, add file, then I will come here, upload files, drag files here to add them to your repository or choose your file. So I'm choosing this file and let me choose it from my yesterday discussion, AI ki Pathshala, this Python. And yesterday I have discussed this session called session 14. So just open it and see this IPYNB file that I had discussed yesterday is added here. If I want to add something more, I can do that, but I don't need right now. Commit directly to the main branch. I will explain you what this main branch is and all those things. And I'm doing commit changes. And it is processing. Now this entire thing is added here. Now, if I simply go here and I will copy this thing here, and I am putting this link in your chat, in the chat description, in the chat box. I have pinged you this link in my chat box. If you simply click on this, you will reach here. Guys, try it. Try to reach. Try to, I have pinged you the link in the chat window. Just click on that link. You will reach this repository. And from here, what you have to do, you have to go here and you have to download it. So this file will get downloaded in your system and you can locally able to access it. Is this thing clear to you? May I get a yes, no, something like that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
You guys are having any confusion in here? Others?
No, clear. Everything is clear.
Everything is clear, Mr. Sankar?
Yes.
Okay. So please click on the link that I have put in the chat window. And let's see, are you able to reach at this point? Because if you have created a GRIP repository, then and only you will be able to reach here. Otherwise, you will not be able to reach here.
Yes.
So if let's say you have not created yet, then not an issue. You can create it later, because this is what I will be discussing lot more things about this in the future session. But this is it is necessary to tell you about this during the first session itself, because now onward, what I will do, whatsoever be my session, whenever I will complete it, whatever the notes, whatever the things that I need to share with you, I will just upload it on my GitHub repository and share the link of that repository in the description. You can go there and download whatever is discussed in the class. And in the future, when we will do some projects, so what we will do, we can collaborate and do the same things on the GitHub. So we will explain that whenever the time comes. This is too early to discuss all these things. This is all for the day. When you will come back here, when you come to the here, you will see here, I have one repository created. It is saying in Jupyter Notebook, this is my first repository in Jupyter Notebook. AI Pathshala, this is all this. See, this is the interface, all those things. So I am stopping sharing my screen.
Very nice session.
So I suppose today's you guys find today's session very useful, and those of you who are watching the recorded session on YouTube or maybe on some other channel, you can go to the description section of the video, and all the resources of, I will put all these resources on my GitHub account. You can download it from there, and also I have put a Telegram joining link. You can join my Telegram group. From there, you will get the regular update of my live sessions and what are the topics we are covering. So let me explain you once more. So this is the basic Python we are covering. Thereafter, we will move to advanced Python. Thereafter, we will move to the Python libraries, which we will use in AI and data science and or in data industry. Thereafter, I will be explaining the Git and GitHub, and we will be covering very detail about the statistics. I will be covering only that part of the statistics which are. Please mute yourself. Pratyush, please mute yourself. Others, please mute yourself, because I'm getting yes, noise. So I will be explaining in details those part of statistics which are used in machine learning, deep learning, and many more things. Thereafter, I will be moving to SQL database. I will also be discussing there is one SQL database, and I will also be discussing MongoDB. That is called a little bit different database than SQL database. It is called NoSQL database. It is a SQL database, and one is the MongoDB is called NoSQL database. So I will be discussing that. Thereafter, we will move to the machine learning. We will study each and every algorithms in very details. Thereafter, we will be moving to the deep learning. There also a lot of things will be there. Lot more things will come there. Slowly and progressively, we will keep on moving, and simultaneously in between, we will be doing the projects also. And maybe when we move ahead, maybe some of my friend who is in the data industry already working, they can also come and they can share some knowledge with you. They can guide you, they can help you, they can mentor you, and we are not charging anything from you. This is all a part of my community service. So don't worry, no strings attached. Free means free. So you guys can come, take benefit, and I want to build a community of like-minded intellectual people so that we can collaborate, we can work together, and we can create a lot more things on this planet. So thanks for coming, and keep coming. I hope to see you guys in my upcoming sessions. So wish you Raksha Bandhan. So thanks for coming. I'm stopping here. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.